All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at J.C. Lewis Ford, and today I see this here, sitting here. This is a used truck, but this guy, whoever owned this truck before, set it up the way I would set it up, and we're going to talk about it. But let's talk about the truck itself first, because this is not what I would buy. I would not buy a Lariat, and I would not buy it with the Power Stroke, and I would not buy it as a FX4, but we do have over here something that's a little closer to what I would buy in a Super Duty. And as you guys know, the Super Duty is one of my all-time favorite trucks. And look at this. We got a Raptor. Here's a Raptor used. And what do we got right here? This is not what I would get, but this is a used Raptor 2022 with 25,000 miles on it. How's it got 25,000 miles on it on a 22 Raptor? And look at how low and wore out those tires are. Look at how bad those Nitto tires are at 22,000 miles, and the truck only has, or 25,000 miles on a truck, and they're that far gone completely already. Must put them on right away. Those, what a waste on a Raptor if they put those tires and wheels on a Raptor, but they're gonna sell it this way, huh? They're gonna actually sell it with those tires. I mean, look at that for reference there. I mean, that's nothing. That's crazy. And look at all the armor all there. Man, it's, like I said, that is more armor all than I've ever, I think that's straight up motor oil. I don't even think that's armor all. I think that's straight up motor oil. But anyway, what a bummer of a mistake on a Raptor that is right there. That just cheesied that right up. But here's what we're looking at. Here's a brand new 2026 Tremor. Okay, this is a Tremor edition. This is the truck that matters to me. That's what this is. Now, this one is a 350 Tremor. I would not buy a 350 Tremor. I would get a 250 Tremor, but in all practical purposes, the Tremor is where it is at, and this Tremor is it right here. And I love the little side step on there that they give you on the back end. This is a platinum edition. Again, I would not be getting this trim-wise, but it would look this way as far as the stance. It would be a Tremor. The Tremor comes with, I think those are 35s that you get on a Tremor that you're getting here. Look at, you get this double step now. That's kind of cool. You get two steps. You get the main step here, and then you get this fold-out one for two steps. That's pretty sweet. Maybe they did that before and I didn't notice it, but that's pretty cool. You get the nice Tremor running boards. This one's got the high output engine in it. This is a Platinum 350 Tremor, which we know is going to be stupid, crazy expensive. But I like the wheels. I like the Tremor package. I like the little stubby, non-existent front valance and a high setup on here for the clearance. I like this truck, okay? I like the Tremor model because the Tremor gives me the Torsen front end. So I get a full limited slip in the front and a true locker in the rear. The skid plates to set up. I get the extra height. I get the leveling kit in there. You get the whole, everything that you need is there. And I like that setup. The only thing I would do different on here is I would put 37-inch tires. What did this guy do? He did exactly what I would do to that truck that I would buy. Now, I would buy it a little different. We'll talk about that. You guys probably, some of you guys who follow my channel, you know what I'm about to say with it, but look at here. Look at the difference with 37s. How nice that is. 37s on this. Okay, these are 37 by 1250s. These are exactly what I would do. These are a mud terrain. This is exactly what I would probably put on them. These are brand new. They probably just stuck these on here, but these are Kelly's here. These are, I don't know what Kelly's. Something MTs, I can't read that right there. Safari MTs, I think they are, but they are a 37 1250 that you can see right there. Look at how good that looks on there. Now also notice that this guy did not do this stance wrong. Notice how this tires are not sticking out ridiculous far from that truck. Okay, he kept them nice and inside of there to keep the mud contained, keep the stuff in there. I would want the Raptor boards. I like the Raptor boards on that, that are on those Tremor boards, as you could call them. Way better than these lower hanging ones, but you can see the beauty of these tires and the power of those. Get rid of this valance and look at the height here. This doesn't even have that. This probably got a leveling kit on it too. I would imagine that this probably, in order to fit these and run them, he probably, let me get my little light here. I'll bet he has a leveling kit on here. Yeah, there's a leveling kit right there. See that big thing right there? That's a leveling kit. So he's got a lift on here to be able to fit them in there. But tell me that doesn't look straight up amazing with 37 1250s on this truck. And this is a beast of a truck that can handle it. And that's what we like to see. Now, if we come back over to this other one, see, like, for example, look at this. Look at this. Okay, this is just ridiculous. Look at how far these stick out even outside of their those over fenders. I mean, this just cracks me up. I'm not a fan of that look, not even a little bit. Doesn't do anything for me. I want the tires inside where everything is protected. But see these boards? Love these high clearance boards that we have on here. Love this setup on this thing. And again, that double step is there. This is the kind of truck. Now the price tag, this is a 2026 F350 Tremor, F350, so you're paying a little more for the 1-ton suspension versus 3/4-ton Marsh Gray in here. And but you look at this whole thing with the high output engine, they're charging you $13,500 for the high output, 6.7 in there. But look at this price. $110,000, 110 grand. Okay, that price is insane. I would never pay that much, obviously. You know, I don't think it's worth it. But we do have a truck that is that color. I love the color. The Tremor model, I love the Tremor. Put a 7.3 in this thing and make it an XLT. I wish they would let me do an STX in a Tremor. I'd buy that in a heartbeat. But since I can't, I'll take the XLT in a Tremor with a 7.3 in it, and I want it set up like that guy there does. This is how you build a truck for true off-road use that you are going to use, where you're going to use it for real, not just use it as a pavement princess and talk about it and tell your friends you're cool, but I mean where you're really going to use it. Whoever had this truck or whatever they're doing with this one, this is set up the right way. The 37-inch tires give you that extra ground clearance that you're going to need. The fact that they did not put any offset on them and make these tires stick out far and do anything stupid with it means you're not going to beat up the side of your truck and cover them in mud all the time. Okay, this is done very well. They only lifted it as high as they needed to put the tires on it. That's the only thing they needed to do, just to get the clearance for the tires. They chose mud tires. Why? Because we're in the South down here in Georgia. Everything is mud, and it's deep, thick peanut butter mud and gumbo mud. And these are the tires you want to do that. This guy or this place, whoever set this truck up, killed it, crushed it, did it exactly like I would do it. Now they got a problem right here, probably needs a little repair work there, maybe. And we don't have that side step. Notice we do not have that side step on this particular year of them. No bumper step on here. Okay, no nothing, just to put that into perspective. You can see how things have changed and evolved, but they have set this up right. They did a great job here. Now in the Silverado 2500, you got a nice step right there, and you got a nice bumper step right here too. Those are very, very nice setups. I'm not gonna lie, I like this feature here that I have not seen before on this 2026 Tremor. I like the little step here, but notice it sticks out farther than a bumper. It's not just cut into the bumper. Look, it even sticks out farther than the bumper. That's pretty sweet. That's a pretty sweet setup. I'm not gonna lie right there. But these little double steps right here, that's pretty impressive. I'm not a tall guy, but look at the height to get up into that thing. I mean, that's crazy. I feel like Captain Morgan as I'm standing here. This here, that's a nice feature to drop that down and have that and be able to go 2 steps. That's a very sweet setup on there. I'm very impressed with how they did that. Very nice job. Do they charge extra on here for that to say? Roof clearance rights, if they're, again, even on this truck, they're charging you for wheel liners on a Platinum. A Platinum is charging you for wheel liners. $500 for this security pad too. Jeez, oh man. Retractable bed steps. Right here, $780. Jeez, oh man. $780 for these. 780 bucks. That is pretty crazy when you do the math on that. That's whew, man. No, I'll do the Captain Morgan before I pay 700 bucks for those. And I sure the heck don't feel right about paying $500 for that thing on there too. Like I said, some of the stuff is pretty crazy when you think about it. But anyway, this is the truck. I can forego the options. I don't need all the fanciness and the BS stuff. I don't want it. I don't even want it. But I definitely love the Super Duty F250 Tremor with a 7.3, and I would set it up exactly like that dude did over there. Take this exact truck, they'll set up the way I say, and throw some 37s on it, call her happy day, and go enjoy life a little bit. Let me know your thoughts, questions, comments, anything you got, put them below. Thanks for watching.